I said I was gonna go live at 4:45, but I actually got home a lot earlier. And let's see. I remember. All right, let's see. So, I'm about to start cooking, and I told you guys yesterday that we had burgers. If you saw my Vlogmas yesterday, well, it went up today, but if you saw my Vlogmas, you saw that my husband wanted to do a Bubba Burgers, and I was really like, I've had Bubba Burgers, and I don't know, for some reason the burgers yesterday messed my stomach up. So today I was like like I was feeling the burgers. Like I felt it sitting in my stomach yesterday. And I was like, and it went like, ooh. So I didn't feel like cooking today, but I didn't want to order and then get sick from something else. So I went to Caroluzzi's, which is a supermarket here, and I got a rotisserie chicken. I actually got two because I don't like white meat, like the breasts. I only like the drums and stuff. My husband likes white meat. I don't really like white meat. And then I just picked up some cookies. But I'm about to make rice to go with it because I didn't want to just not have nothing. So I'm gonna make some rice. And I feel like I need to buy rice. But so let me wash this. Let's see if I can turn you this way. So this is my second live, and the last one I remember I couldn't see like the comments or anything or like the people, but I think that for this one we should be fine. We should be fine. So yeah, like I was saying, the burgers yesterday messed me up. And after I ate it, I knew it. Like I could feel like something about that burger wasn't it. And it probably wasn't the burger. It's probably like, I don't know, the onions that we put into it. But just all day today I was like, ugh. So I was gonna tell my husband to pick up food. Oh, I can see the names. Hi, Ashley. Dark Bees, how are you? I don't know if I missed more, but they're going up. They're going up. So yeah, we're gonna try this out. So yeah, the food done messed me up. So I was gonna tell my husband to just pick up something for him and my son, but I don't want like soup. I'm not sick like I want soup, but I did want, I did want chicken, just not. Excuse me. That's another thing. Like my allergies and my asthma have been out of whack. And when I go from hot to cold is when I feel it. Like that's when I'm like, but yeah. So I'm gonna make a little rice. I think I'm gonna make some tostones for them. just so they're not like just dance, you know. So how are you guys enjoying Vlogmas? How are you guys enjoying the shopping, the conversations, the car chats? How are you guys enjoying that? I've been seeing a difference. Like I see Ashley says growing a lot. You're probably talking about my hair. Yeah. But I will say that under here, this ain't growing. Like, you see this? Like, but, and then I did it black and I went back to this color because you could see all the canas and stuff. Like, a lot more, the grays, than you did with just the regular, this color. Like, I don't really see it, but with the black, I could see it a lot. Is it snowing today? It's not snowing today. And don't even say it. Spell it out. S-N-O-W. But we're supposed to get, it was cold. I'll tell you, it was cold. It was for a reason this morning. It's freezing now. I went from the car into the supermarket and back out, and I was like, oh. Like right now, oh, you're on the phone. I think right now it's like 30 something, but it's the wind. The wind is what's, I can't. Thursday, they said we were supposed to get some SNOW, but I don't know, man. And then I got in my car, and I need my husband to look at it because some exclamation point came out. And I want to say I get that when my tire needs air, but I don't know. I don't know. I just feel kind of, and it could be the cold is making me sick, you know? You saving all your money? And what you gonna do with that? I'm trying to save. I'm trying to just get like the necessary, and some of the stuff, like the Christmas stuff. Like I'm getting my husband that work tool thing, and you know, he's got a whole bunch of stuff in the garage, all his tools and stuff, and he's got the drawers full, and he needs another one. But I can't order that until December 14th for it to actually come. But I'm not buying, like, I was telling my husband, usually my son will ask for like consoles and video games, and we're not doing that this year. Nope. We're not doing that. And I said to my sister, I'm not doing that. I got my dad I got him a pajama set. I got him some under thermals. I got him some gloves, you know, stuff that I see he needs, especially now that it's getting cold, you know, because the apartment that he has in the Bronx where he's at, I remember him saying that their heat is not the best. So I want him nice and toasty. I don't want him cold. And when I got him for Thanksgiving, he didn't have gloves, and you could see he was like, even though we went from the car into the building, like, you know, from the building into the car, but still, I'm not doing too much. But I will say, now that I'm buying for someone else, like for my husband and my son, my dad, I'm seeing so much stuff that I want and on sale, but I'm not shopping for me. Yeah, Carla, you finally caught my live. I don't drive in the snow. Nope. I don't even like when it's slushy. I'm shopping my closet too. Like, you see this today? I got this last year, and when I moved the closet yesterday, I was like, oh, but no. And I don't really see anything in store that I'm like, oh my God, I want it in my life. I saw this vest in Primark. It's like it looked like shearling with no sleeves, and it was like 3/4 that I wanted. And when I went, they didn't have it. But I'm not really buying for me. Like, I need to wear what I have. And I still have to do the little staple things so that it's kind of like, you know, like staple it here and have it like, you know. I have a lot with tags too. I have a lot. But yeah, no. I'm not trying to shop. I love coats. I love coats. I love like the booties, the boots, you know. Because I feel like in the winter, that's your outfit. Your coat, your hat, your boots, your shoes, like that's the outfit. You cover it up, you're not gonna see what I'm wearing. Like my coat, that's the outfit. But I don't wanna, I'm trying not to shop. I'm trying to get into the brown boots. I love black. I love this color, and I would like a pair of boots this color. And I have a brown pair, but I don't know. The brown I don't feel like looks nice on me. Hi, Frida. Yeah, I love coats, shoes. I switch out my bags a lot. Like every other week, I'm switching out my bag. I don't wear one bag and, you know, until the stitching falls apart. No, I need to switch it up because I get tired of things very quickly, very, very quickly. But yeah, no. You know, I went to, like this morning, you'll see it tomorrow morning for Vlogmas tomorrow. Like this morning, I went to Marshall's. I didn't really see anything that I was like, wow. I saw a lot of nice shoes in the men's section that, you know, I saw these yellow Adidas. Adidas, they're yellow. And they look so nice. They look kind of like Sambas, but I think are they Adidas? I think they're Adidas. They're so nice in the men's section. They didn't have anything small, but I was like, oh my God. They had some nice green ones, but I don't see really anything that I'm like, oh my God, I need you in my life. Like, no. Wait till you see the coat my husband got me. It's from Shein, but it's from Anusta, which is like a higher brand on Shein. It looks like a long shirling. I said to him, there's this coat that I want. You know, you said you want to buy it. You want to know what I want for Christmas. So he was like, put it on the list. And I was like, no, it's on sale now for today. So I said to him, I already bought it. So he was like, I'll reimburse you. So the coat was $169 on sale for $109. And with my coin, you know, when you check in every day, it came out to like $92. And it should be coming any day now. Any day now. So I'm excited for that. But then I feel like after that, I don't know. You know, he hasn't said nothing, but, you know, I told you guys that the closet rod downstairs came right off the wall. And all my coats are on the sofa downstairs because I don't know when he plans to do that. But you see my earrings, Frida? You see my necklace? Yeah, I love the jewelry. I love to switch it up. You know, when I was growing up, I had the 2-finger ring that said Jackie, which I wore every day. I had my nameplate that I wore every day. I had the bamboo earrings until my dad stepped on one and crushed it. And then I wouldn't wear it. So me and my sister would go to Canal Street every couple of weeks and switch them out. Like sell them to buy one, sell them to buy one, just to switch it up, switch it up. But yes, I love jewelry, scarves, watches, coats, shoes, all the accessories. Love, love. I should have told my husband to pick up chicken. and just got me some soup. Because I don't even think I want the rice. I don't know. I feel my stomach like hard, like the food didn't digest right, like. And I have ginger tea. I think I have ginger tea, which I'll make later, but I don't know. Diamond girl, I see you. I see you commenting. Yes. So I'm enjoying this live. It's a little different than filming and then, you know, answering myself, which is what normally I do. Like, I'll talk to you guys and then I'll answer myself. And in my mind, I feel like you're answering me, but it's a lot easier, I feel like, than trying to edit and stuff. But I like it. I like it. I just got to remember to tell you guys that I'm planning on going live instead of just trying to go live. But what do you guys have planned for the holidays? Are you hosting? Are you staying home? Are you going somewhere? Are you traveling? I think for Christmas I'm going to stay home. Because, yeah. You like the burgundy? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I did my hair and I'm starting to see the color. I didn't see it. I washed it yesterday and I can see the color, but I didn't see it before. But it's still bleeding in the shower because it was all over. I feel like I need something. Let me turn you this way. So I was showing you guys yesterday that I have that other camel blazer that I think I want to also add the patches to, but I need to get more patches. But I think I'm gonna get the patches from Shein because they're kind of exactly the same. They're like exactly the same, like, and they're a lot less. And when I was there, they had a lot, but not like a lot of a selection, you know? So, I don't know. I think I want to do the pants. Okay. I want to do the pants, like the shorts, the jorts. I don't know. I gotta see. Nelson from Brazil. How are you? Damayaya. How are you? Yeah, I'm enjoying the Vlogmas. I'm enjoying Vlogmas. I gotta get used to the live because I feel like you gotta read fast, but I like it. I'm gonna pull apart one of them and leave the other one whole. Maybe I'll make like chicken salad or something with it. But I ended up getting, it's just rotisserie. One of them said honey something, but it looks pretty good. I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah. Yummy. That sounds good. I was telling my husband that I think that, you know, I got my dad a couple of things, and I'm gonna go down to see him before Christmas, but I'm not gonna host like I did this year. One, because for Thanksgiving I was off the day after the Saturday and Sunday. For Christmas, I'm not. I'm not gonna have, you know, a lot of places it's by seniority, and now it's kind of like they're like, oh, you have to give other people a chance. Well, what's the point of seniority then? But yeah, I don't know. Like, I want to, but I don't know. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And let me tell you something. When I was heading down to, when I was picking up the pernil and stuff, those birds were expensive. Expensive. And then, you know, I felt like I was heading to like 3 and 4 different kind of supermarkets, because this one didn't have it. That one was a little cheaper. This one was okay. And it's a lot. It's a lot. You know, I don't mind it, but I need to be off. I need to have the time off in order to be able to get up, put in the pernil, do all of that. You know, but the shrimp and the sausage, that sounds yummy. You guys know I'm allergic to seafood. I can't eat that. My sister could eat that. I'm a twin, as you guys know. She could eat all of that. She could eat all the shrimps and lobster and calamari and all this other stuff she likes to eat. I can't eat that. But it sounds yummy. But even the seafood is expensive. Like, it's expensive. It's expensive. Yeah. So my dad, he's one of 10. And every year he would go either for Thanksgiving or for Christmas. He loved to go for Christmas because, you know, the parrandas are the whole month. So I have family there. My husband, he's from Ponce. My dad's family is from Morovis, which is like in the middle of the island, next to like Ciale, Arecibo, you know, places like that. Vega Baja, around there. And, you know, I was telling my husband, I want to go for Christmas one year. I just don't want to tell nobody I'm coming. I want to be able to enjoy. You know, the thing is that when you go, you got to visit everybody. And they're, you know, he's got like 4 or 5 sisters and brothers and out there. And you got to go from house to house. You know, if they met up in one house, that'd be great. But I'm just like, you know. And then if you go and you don't say nothing, you can't post any pictures. You can't post no pictures because they're going to see it. And I can already see me trying to not post nothing. And then as soon as I take the picture, I'm like, send. You know? But yeah, I love pernil. I love me a nice puerito. I could eat the skin by itself and throw away the whole meat. And just be like, that's how I broke this tooth. And it took me almost 2 years to get the implant and stuff because, you know, it's a whole process in its own. But, hi, Hilda. Yes, it's a surprise, surprise, surprise. Yeah, my dad's from Morovis. My husband's family is from Ponce. But my dad was born in Ciale. And, you know, the last time me and my husband went, we got a rental. And, you know, that's one thing is when I go somewhere, I don't want to have to depend on you to take me here, take me there. You know, I got to wait for you to come out of work to, no, no. So we traveled the whole island. We were there, I think it was like a week. And we put 13,000 miles on the rental. When we gave back the rental, they were like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Like, we went everywhere. We got up one day, we jumped on the, and my husband, he knows how to read the maps. So we didn't have to depend on GPS because, you know, when you go into the mountains, you lose signal. So if you don't know where you're going and you don't know how to read a map, I don't know. I don't know where you're going. I don't know how you're getting out. But yes, it was like, put that in there, let it stay warm. I think I want to do the totone. You know, I bought these plátanos at the Spanish supermarket near my job, but they felt like they were frozen. And I hate that. I hate it. So, Jersey for Christmas. He cooks. Ooh. You lucky, Carla. I wish my father-in-law cooked. My father-in-law used to cook. He passed away, but he knew how to cook, and he was old school. You know, he would get up in the mornings and he would make like a big hearty soup with like chunks of potato and chunks of meat and stuff. And he used to do some serious damage in the kitchen. Before I had my son, he did all the cooking for like Thanksgiving and stuff and Christmas, and they would bring it over to the house and stuff. Because I had the biggest apartment, so everybody came to my house. That way, you know, I had my dad, my sister, my brother, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, and we didn't have to be like, we're going to go to your mom's, pero don't eat because we're eating at my dad's. Or we'll go to my dad's, pero don't eat because we're going to my... No, I didn't want to deal with that. So, you know, I did all the holidays in my house, and both of them came, and it was the best. The best, the best. I am a mom, yep. I have one son. And, you know, when I was talking to my husband about having kids, my husband is 7 years older than me. I don't know what I thought. I was like, I'm a twin. We're going to have two and be done. No, girl, you didn't have that. You had one. And the pregnancy and everything was perfect. Delivery, not so much. Delivery, not so much. But he's the only grandchild because my brother-in-law didn't have kids. My sister-in-law didn't have kids. My twin, she didn't have kids. And my brother doesn't have kids. My older sister, she's got 2 boys. But my son's the only grandkid. And, you know, my husband wanted more, but I found it so difficult to live in the city, travel, you know, like, and I worked, and, you know, a lot of the times they tell you, well, you know, in a Spanish home, I'm sure they tell you, with one, you go anywhere. With two, who's gonna take you in, you know? So you're always like, but yeah. So I peeled my plátanos so I can make my totone. I'm gonna cut it, but I'm not gonna put them in yet because I don't want them to get cold. And I think my husband will be here in another half hour. This will cook fast. So, yeah. I gotta close out today's Vlogmas because I went this morning, like I said, to Marshall's to see what they had. I didn't really see nothing, but I didn't do too much today. Like, I went to work, I didn't feel good, and I'm gonna say it in the video that I didn't feel good, so I didn't really do too much today. So Vlogmas is gonna be pretty short, but I'm cooking rice and totones, and I'm gonna make a salad. But I picked up the rotisserie chicken from Caroluzzi's to make because I'm not feeling well. And I was gonna tell my husband to just pick up something, but I didn't want store-bought. So Diddy's dog. I'm old school. I'm old school. I live in the past. Even when I get dressed and I'm like, you know what my biggest thing would be? For the chola brows to come back. I always say it and y'all be like, hell no. Yes. Give me my chola brows and I'm in heaven. So I met my husband at my previous job. I was there 10 years. I've been at this job 10 years. But let me tell you, when I met him, he was a manager in the men's department. I was the manager at the consumer desk. I couldn't stand him. Just the sight of him boiled my blood. Just the sight of him boiled my blood. And I knew he didn't like me either. But, so the place was called Sims. It's on 54th and Park. Well, it was. They closed down. That's where I met him. And the crowd, the employees were a lot of young people. So at the time, after work, we would go out, right? And it was like 10 of us. Then it was like 8 of us. Then it was like 6 of us, you know. And I started to realize that out of work, he's all right. He was all right. You know, he's cool. He's cool. But at work, you know, that was the feeling that I had. So we started hanging out. And little by little, people would be like, Jack, we're going over here for drinks after work. You want to go? And I'd be like, who's going? And they'd be like, this one, that one, this one. I think Danny's going. And I'd be like, no. And they'd be like, he probably isn't. And I'd be like, all right. And then he would be there. And I was like, so then we would conversate. And I was like, so then one day we were going for Chinese food after work. And everybody was like, oh, I forgot I got to do this. Oh, I forgot I got to. So then there was 2 people in the cab with us. And the light turned red. And they were like, oh, my God, I forgot. And they jumped out of the cab. And they left us in the cab. And I was like, okay. So we ended up going to Chinatown. Because he lived down on Mulberry Street. And so we were ordering food or whatever, and we were conversating, and I was like, he's all right, he's all right, he's all right. And little by little, you know, we started hanging out, And then one day he said to me, I think I love you. So I said to him, let me know when you're sure. Because usually I'd be like, thank you. Thank you. You know, because I'm such a bad person. When I was younger and I was dating, I would date you and stuff. But I wasn't active like that. So as soon as you said I love you, I kind of felt like the next step was you trying to take me to the bedroom, and I wasn't about that. So I'd break up with you. And it took him a little longer for that. So I was kind of like, You know, so by then I had feelings, but I wasn't going to be the one to say it first. No, ma'am. So then he said it one day. I was like, I wanted to say thank you, but I was like, let me know when you're sure. And he was like, what? So yeah, that's how we met at work. And we've been together already 27 years. 27 years I've been carrying that cross. No, it's a good 27. Muslims? Yeah, Muslims are nice. Yeah, but I bet you if you ask him, his story's a little different. But that's how it was. That's how it was. And I still keep in contact with a lot of the people that I worked with at that place. A lot of the people that I worked with were cops, and we're friends on Facebook and stuff. And, you know, when I post a picture of us, they're like, damn, y'all still together? Yes, we still together. So, yep. 27. I know you can't tell, but yeah, 27 years. And you know, I feel like because of the way we met and the fact that we couldn't stand each other is why we lasted. Because I was up front. I don't like this, I don't like that. And he'd be like, I don't like this, I don't like that. It isn't like, you know, sometimes you meet someone and they're like, you like sports? And you're like, yeah, I like sports. Yeah. And then I don't like sports. So now you're watching the game and you're like, all right, let's go outside. Let's go. Yeah. You said you like sports. You like to do this? Yeah, I like to do that. No, you don't. You want to go hiking? Yeah, let's go. No, you don't. So I feel like a lot of people in the beginning, you kind of like, I like everything you like. And then later on, you don't like none of it. And then you start fighting and then it don't work. But if you start off where I don't like this and I don't like that, you're destined for success. That's my theory. Hi, Liz. And the other Liz. 21 years and counting. Wow, that's a long time. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Yeah, so that's my theory. A lot of the times I see young people and they're like, why are you said you wanted to do this? Or like if, you know, sometimes he's like, I want to get, like, he was saying he wanted to get tickets to the Knicks. And I was like, but I want to go so I could take my selfies and be like, I'm at the game. I mean, I like basketball. I really, really like basketball. But to be sitting in there watching it all the time, no. When I go to like the arcades and stuff, I want to play basketball. I'd be like, choo, choo, and I'm really good. But I'm not really into sports like that. But he knew from early on. I like pool. And he has his own cue because he used to play pool. He worked it in pool hall, so he's really good at it. I like pool. I like boxing. I don't really care for baseball and football and all that. Like, I'll watch the game and he'll be like, oh my God, you saw that? I'm like, yeah. I didn't see it. Or he'll say something, I'm like, damn. I didn't see what happened. But you know, it works like that, you know? 25 years. Yeah, you just celebrated your anniversary, right, Liz? You went on a cruise around the world. Yeah, man. But I think I'm about to start to make my totone. The rice is almost done. Chicken is already done. Oh, I gotta make a salad. Oh. I should have just said pick something up. That's what I should have just said. Just pick something up. Like, what the hell, what the hell? What the hell, what the hell? And if you know, you know. Lechuga, corn, beets. A lot of people don't like beets. But my husband loves beets. You gotta root for the teams. Any New York team I go for. My husband, he likes the Jets, not really the Giants. I'm like, yeah, they all from New York. It's fine, it's fine. I'm only gonna do a little bit because I don't want this. What you made for dinner, Liz? Brown rice, broccoli. It's healthy, it's healthy. You know what I'm dreaming of? Nice juicy pork chop. Just the skin. Just the fat. But you know, that's not healthy. I shouldn't be eating that. I'm gonna wash my salad. Fry the totone. And that's it. That is it. Spaghetti with salchichon. Wow. Mm-hmm. That sounds yummy. Yummy, yummy. What are you making, Liz? Fashion talent? I could eat pork chops every day. If you let me, I'll eat pork chops every day. Every day. I love it. Love, love, love it. Sometimes I'll make it like twice in a week and my husband is like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? And I'm like, or he'll be like, again? Again? Yes, again, again. It's fine, it's fine. Rice breast with carrot salad. Green. Aguacate. That's what I need is an aguacate. But you know, I can't pick out vegetables. Sometimes I go to the supermarket and there'll be like a little Ecuadorian lady or a little Mexican lady. And I tell them, ¿Esto está para mañana? Is this good for tomorrow? And they're like, no. And then they start grabbing. They're like, this one. I'm like, thank you, thank you. Because I look at stuff and it'll look nice. And then I open it. This shit is black. So, yeah, no. Nope. Nope, nope. I think I'm going to just use this. Let me tell you, now that I'm looking at this, that the vlog that I did yesterday, you know, it was my fault. Because I wanted to get it into the vlog, upload and stuff, and I flipped it with only 10 minutes. Like, when I flipped it, I knew I messed up. You know that thing? That is when she knew she messed up. Yes, that's when I knew. Because I could already feel that half of it went. And I was like, look at this shit. Look at this. What the hell? What the hell? But I'm only going to do a little bit. Because I don't want any salad. My husband can eat that and my son. And then I'll just tell him, no, I don't feel good. Oh, I don't feel good. All right, ladies. Have a good night. Have a good night. I think I'm going to call it a night, too, because this was fun. But I don't have nothing to do until he gets here and I actually make the thought. Or when I hear the garage door, then. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live randomly. Making a little something. I would show you, but I have such a mess here. I have such a mess. I don't have a mess. I just have too much stuff. And for me to try to fix the stand to point down and point it, it's enough. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the live. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up or a like or whatever you put on here. I think it's just a like. I think it's a like. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 9. 9? Yes, I think it's 9. Have a good night. Have a good night. Love you guys. See you mañana.